Hey, it's Tom
And Mike.
from Take Time to Travel.
While we were living in Montreal, we had the opportunity to explore quite a bit of the city, and of course, try lots of its amazing food.
There are so many delicious and unique restaurants, as well as stunning patios and delicious bakeries. It's hard to decide where to eat.
So we wanted to put together a video of our favorite restaurants in Montreal, where we'll show you some of Montreal's best restaurants. And hopefully, by the end, you'll have some new ideas on where to eat.
We loved all these restaurants so much, and we'd recommend each one of them. So instead of putting them in order of our most favorites, we just put them together according to what part of the city they're in.
So let's get right to it and check out some of Montreal's best restaurants and patios, starting with one of our favorite neighborhoods, Old Montreal. Old Montreal's historic cobblestone streets are lined with beautiful centuries-old buildings, stunning picturesque alleyways, and of course, lots of amazing food. The first place that we have to show you is Jardin Nelson, which is located in this beautiful building.
There's a patio at the front facing Place Jacques-Cartier, but we're going to head to the patio at the back. Jardin Nelson's back patio is absolutely stunning. It's definitely one of our favorite patios in Montreal. We love all the lush greenery, beautiful stone walls, and the live jazz music. We got this great table with this lovely view right in front of the jazz trio that was playing. We started with a couple of cold Boreal blonde beers, which hit the spot nicely.
I had the beef tartare with a quail egg and a side of fries. Tom had the salmon poke bowl with avocado, edamame beans, cucumber, and crispy noodles. Tom really enjoyed his salmon poke bowl, as usual. And I really enjoyed my beef tartare. If you're in Old Montreal, make sure to check out Jardin Nelson.
But let's head out and check out another one of Old Montreal's great patios. Viewport Steakhouse also has a lovely lush back terrace surrounded by stone walls. We sat down at our table right at the front to try their Montreal à table 3-course meal deal.
I had the lobster bisque to start, and Tom tried the salmon tartare, both of which cost $3 extra. The lobster bisque tasted excellent and was loaded with huge chunks of lobster. I had the center-cut 6-ounce filet mignon, which cost $5 extra, and Tom had the salmon fillet with wild rice and veg. The salmon tasted great, as did the filet mignon. For dessert, I had the cheesecake with Quebec strawberry coulis, and Tom had the layered dark and white chocolate mousse cake, both of which were wonderful. But let's keep going and try some more.
If you're looking for fine French dining in Old Montreal, then make sure to check out Restaurant Bonaparte. It's located in a boutique hotel called Hotel Bonaparte. We sat down at our table in their lovely dining room to try their delectable 6-course tasting menu, which costs $108 per person. Each menu came with a wax seal, which was pretty cool.
There were other options, but Tom and I both ordered the same thing. We started with the lobster bisque, followed by the duck foie gras crème brûlée with sautéed apples on gingerbread toast. For the next course, we had the rabbit confit in a phyllo pastry with a red wine sauce, followed by pear and tarragon sorbet to clear the palate. For the main dish, we both had the lobster stew flavored with vanilla and muscat wine, which tasted extraordinary. Our friend tried the roasted rack of lamb and port wine jus, which was also very tasty. Then, for dessert, we had a macaron, some cheesecake, and some crème brûlée.
If you're looking for a grand experience without the grand price tag, then make sure to head inside and check out Crew Collective and Cafe, located in this stunning building. Crew Collective and Cafe is located in the main hall of the former Royal Bank of Canada building, and it's now a trendy workspace and cafe where you can rent out co-working space and meeting rooms, or just grab a coffee and a bite to eat.
all underneath this stunning coffered ceiling intricately designed with wood gilding and plaster by the Italian master Angelo Magnanti. What a gorgeous cafe! Tom held us a seat while I got in line to place our order.
To start, I had a drip coffee which hit the spot nicely. Once the buzzer started going off, Mike got up and walked over to go and pick up our order. I had the smoked salmon on a toasted sesame Fairmont bagel with cream cheese, capers, and pickled shallots. And Mike had the super green farro salad with kale, snow peas, edamame, roasted broccoli, apples, seasonal vegetables, and pumpkin seeds with a lemon and shallot dressing. Mike really enjoyed his healthy super green farro salad. And I also really enjoyed my smoked salmon bagel.
If you're looking for another budget option in Montreal, then make sure to check out Slice and Soda. Inside, Slice and Soda has a quirky retro vibe with a pinball machine, neon lights, and hanging plants. But let's get in line to place our order. We had a quick look at their menu to help us decide which of their delicious pizza slices we should get. I ordered the bocconcini pizza slice with cherry tomatoes, and Tom ordered the carnivore pizza slice with pretty much every kind of meat you can think of on it. It had bacon, ham, sausage, and calabrese salami covering the huge slice of thin crust, which tasted phenomenal. And for dessert, we shared one of their cookies. I think it was called caramel or something. I don't know, I can't remember. But it tasted amazing with a soft, melt-in-your-mouth cookie dough-like texture.
Another beautiful area of Montreal, with some of Montreal's best restaurants, is Le Plateau, Montreal. One of the most popular restaurants in Le Plateau and Montreal is La Banquise for its poutine. It's open 24 hours a day and seems to be packed with hungry patrons all the time. We started with a couple of Banquise blonde beers, which is the perfect starter before poutine.
It didn't take long for our poutines to arrive. Tom had La Sud-Ouest poutine with bacon, red onions, guacamole, onion rings, and chipotle sauce. And I had Le Obélix, which is piled high with smoked meat. La Sud-Ouest poutine was massive and tasted amazing. L'Obélix poutine was loaded with smoked meat and also tasted phenomenal, but it was a little messy.
Another Le Plateau staple is Schwartz's Deli, which has been in business since 1928. We sat down, then had a look at their special sidewalk sale menu and placed our order. I started with a black cherry cola, which was perfect on a hot summer day like this. Ah, that's refreshing. Mike had the poutine a la Schwartz with Montreal smoked meat. And I had the smoked meat sandwich, which was piled high. The Montreal smoked meat sandwich was super tender, tasty, and delicious.
The poutine a la Schwartz was also very tasty. Another super popular spot in Montreal is St-Viateur Bagel Café. Let's head inside and check it out.
Inside, you can watch them making fresh bagels, from rolling and shaping the dough, to boiling the bagels in honey water, straining them, then placing them on the wooden planks, to baking them in the wood-fired oven. It's pretty cool to be able to see them making the bagels fresh like this. After watching them make bagels for a little bit, we got in line to place our order.
We got our order and sat down. To share, we got the traditional smoked salmon on an all-dressed bagel. It was loaded with cream cheese, capers, red onion, and smoked salmon. We also got a few of their individual bagels, all-dressed, poppy seed, and cinnamon raisin. We both really loved St-Viateur bagels and would highly recommend them all.
Just down the street from St-Viateur is another amazing spot called Boulangerie Le Toledo. Let's head inside. Inside is usually quite busy, and there's often a line, so just make sure to get there early to get the pastries that you want. Boulangerie Le Toledo has lots of pastry options to choose from. From croissants and chocolatine to brownies, muffins, breads, flans, delicious looking tarts and eclairs, and even some quiche and some sandwiches. After we got our desserts, we walked down Montreal to find a spot in the shade. We found this nice shady spot to sit down and started with a couple of tarts.
I got the strawberry summer tart, and Tom had his favorite, a lemon meringue tart. These pretty little tarts tasted as good as they looked. As if that wasn't enough, we also got a couple more tasty treats. We got a chocolatine with lots of layers of pastry and a layer of chocolate in the middle, as well as a tasty buttery croissant, both of which tasted excellent, just like everything at Le Toledo.
Le Plateau also has lots of great French bistros. One of the best is L'Express. Let's head inside. Make sure to make a reservation in advance for this busy Le Plateau staple with the black and white checkered floors. It's been in business for more than 40 years, since 1980. Each one of the photographs on the wall shows the staff who worked here for each year that L'Express has been open. What a cool restaurant.
We ordered a couple of beers, and for the main course, I had the chanterelle mushroom risotto. And Tom had the ham, emmenthal, and leek quiche, with a large portion of fries. Tom really enjoyed his ham and leek quiche. And the mushroom risotto was creamy and delicious. But the best part of the meal was dessert. We got the restaurant specialty, Île Flottante au Caramel, which means caramel floating island. It was literally one of the best desserts we've ever had. It has a poached meringue filling, topped with a layer of caramel with candied almonds.
If you're looking for another one of Le Plateau's delicious French bistros, then make sure to head over to Rue Prince Arthur, which is filled with lots of tasty restaurants with lovely patios. We're going to grab a table on the patio of this lovely French bistro called Les Deux Gamins. If you're wondering, Les Deux Gamins means the two kids. We made a reservation to make sure that we got a spot on the terrace on a beautiful hot summer day like this. We walked through the patio, sat down, and started with a couple of these La Foule blonde beers, which have these cool labels, and were actually brewed just down the street on Rue Prince Arthur. To start, we shared the Spanish-style escargot with prosciutto and arugula, which tasted wonderful. Then we had a couple more blonde beers from the microbrewery down the street. Love the labels.
Then, for the main course, I had this mouth-watering plate of duck confit. And Tom had the fish of the day, which was skate, which is a type of ray. It fell apart easily with just the fork, and tasted phenomenal. The duck confit also tasted as good as it looked. For dessert, we shared one of our favorites, some crème brûlée, which, just like everything else from Les Deux Gamins, tasted amazing.
Café Saint-Tropol is another spot with a beautiful patio in Montreal's Plateau. Let's go check it out now. Inside is fun and eclectic, but make sure to head out to their back terrace, which has a beautiful mixture of quirky bohemian decorations as well as lush vegetation. Since it was so hot, we started with a couple of shakes.
I tried the chai shake, and Tom got the berry milkshake. The berry milkshake hit the spot nicely, as did the chai milkshake. Then, we ordered a couple of their huge sandwiches. I ordered the Duluth with caramelized onions, pear slices, cheddar cheese, and arugula, and Tom had the chicken salad sandwich. Both sandwiches came with a side salad, and are on fresh, thick slices of bread. We sure do love these sandwiches. Very tasty. For dessert, we shared a slice of carrot cake, which was also very good.
Another quirky restaurant in Montreal's Le Plateau is Le Darling, which has this appealing lush green patio overlooking Saint Laurent. But we're not going to sit outside on the lovely patio. Instead, we're going to head inside to show you the quirky atmosphere in there. Bar Le Darling is one of our favorite places to grab a drink in Le Plateau. It's fun, eclectic, and quirky, and it has this giant round lit up bar in the center. The walls are adorned with weird and wonderful artwork, as well as antiques, and well, we've never seen anything else quite like it. Each time we go, we notice something new.
We sat down at the front and got a couple drinks. Tom got a pint of cider, which was very tasty, and I got a pint of beer. We shared some popcorn chicken with a dill ranch dip and piri-piri sauce, as well as a veggie cheeseburger on this delicious looking bun, which tasted as good as it looked. The popcorn chicken also tasted excellent.
Next, we'll head to downtown Montreal to try one of the high-end bars of the Golden Mile. We're going to try Bar George, which is located in this impressive building here, Le Mount Stephen Hotel. Let's head up the grand stone front entryway and follow the red carpet inside to check it out. Right when you walk into the lobby, it's beautifully decorated with grand carved wood paneling throughout. It's such a spectacular building that we had to walk around and explore a little bit. It's hard to believe that this stunning and ornate building, which was completed in 1883, was someone's former home. It was built by George Stephen, also known as Lord Mount Stephen. But let's head back downstairs and check out the dining rooms.
This dining room is also beautifully paneled in wood and has a very luxurious feel to it. But instead, we're going to head over to Bar George for lunch. Bar George is absolutely stunning, just like the rest of Le Mont Stephen Hotel, and of course, has a fabulous wood-paneled ceiling.
For lunch, our friend had the grilled steak salad. I had the salmon, which came with grilled lettuce and looked very good. Mike had the hamburger with bacon jam and old cheddar cheese, which came with fries. Mike really enjoyed his hamburger, and my salmon dish tasted extraordinary. We would definitely recommend Bar George.
Another downtown restaurant located in a luxurious hotel is Restaurant Henri Brasserie Française, which is located inside the 5-star Hotel Berks Montreal. Right when you walk into the grand lobby, you get a sense of grandeur. There's the lovely columns, chandeliers, and the stunning elaborate moldings covering the ceiling, which continue all the way through the lovely brasserie. We absolutely love the sophisticated design of Henri Brasserie Française. Now it's time to follow the waitress over to this section of the restaurant and over to our table. To start, we shared a dozen oysters of a couple different varieties. For the main dish, Tom had the fried cod, which looked and tasted absolutely incredible. I decided to try the duck leg, which also tasted phenomenal. And for dessert, we decided to try the île flottante, which was also pretty good.
If you're looking for somewhere to eat that's more peaceful and relaxing, then make sure to head on over to the Lachine Canal. The Canal Lounge is a one-of-a-kind unique lounge afloat in the Lachine Canal, located inside this restored 50-year-old canal boat. Right when you step down inside, you'll feel like you're on vacation. The Canal Lounge is nicely decorated and each seat has great views. What a great way to spend a hot summer afternoon.
It didn't take long for the boat to fill up and for our Boreal beers to arrive. Cheers! We got the raft for two, which came with hummus, olive tapenade, tzatziki, brie cheese, charcuterie, ciabatta, bread, and crackers. Overall, we really enjoyed our afternoon snack and drinks at the Canal Lounge, and we would highly recommend it. But let's keep going and get some more nearby delicious foods.
We're going to try Spinel Crepes et Gourmet for some delicious crepes. We had a look at all the crepes that were written on the menu on the wall and placed our order. While you wait for your order, you can watch the chef making the crepes right in front of you. Or you can walk through their restaurant and into their cute little back patio. Isn't that pretty? We sat down at our table and enjoyed the scenery.
I ordered the Westmount crepe, which came with duck confit, mushrooms, caramelized onions, potatoes, and cheddar cheese. And Tom tried the Atwater crepe, with lots of chunks of smoked salmon, egg, and cheese. Then, for dessert, we decided to get this delicious banana split crepe with bananas, ice cream, whipped cream, chocolate sauce, and strawberry coulis.
And of course, you have to include Montreal's Chinatown if you're going to do a video on Montreal's best restaurants. If you're in the mood for some really good noodles, then make sure to head over to Nuit de l'Anjou. It's a popular Chinese noodle shop that makes fresh, authentic, hand-pulled noodles. You can even watch them make the noodles of different sizes to order in the front window, so you know that they're fresh. After watching them expertly making noodles for a little bit, we decided to head inside so that we could grab a table and see how they taste. Mike got the medium beef lanzhou noodles with number 3 size noodles and medium spice. And I had the zhazhang noodles with number 5 size noodles, carrots, cucumbers, peanuts, edamame, bok choy, and a tasty homemade pork sauce. Both of these flavorful dishes came in humongous bowls and had huge portions. Mike's had lots of tender beef, which was really good. And it had enough noodles to feed a family of 4. You definitely don't need to get the large size.
Located just across the street, Quing Ha Dumplings is another one of our favorite restaurants in Montreal's Chinatown. Let's head inside and check it out. After a quick check-in process, we followed the hostess over to our table. Then we sat down and had a quick look at the lunch menu to help us decide which kind of dumplings to get.
We got 15 steamed shrimp, pork, and leek dumplings, which were overflowing with shrimp and pork, and tasted phenomenal. We also got 15 of the pan-fried lamb and green onion dumplings, as well as another order of 15 pan-fried dumplings, half with curry beef, half with chicken and mushroom. They all tasted incredible. This is one of the delicious beef curry dumplings, which I think were my favorite.
Another great spot in Chinatown is Restaurant Imperial, which we're going to head to now. Restaurant Imperial serves delicious dim sum in this grand and open space. Make sure to come early to get a spot. We sat down, then placed our order through my phone. We got some hargao shrimp dumplings, sticky rice with chicken, pork, shrimp, and mushrooms wrapped in lotus leaf, and char siu bao steamed barbecue pork buns.
Mike started with the char siu bao, which was really good. And I decided to start with the lotus leaf and sticky rice. Before we could finish those dishes, more started to arrive. We got some shrimp chun fun rice noodle rolls, which were very tasty, as well as the pan-fried leek cakes with shrimp, which were crispy and delicious. And lastly, we got some pan-fried turnip cake. Everything tasted excellent, and it was all reasonably priced.
And our last spot in Chinatown is Chung Chung Rice Hot Dogs. They specialize in Korean-style hot dogs and have a bunch of different options to choose from. You can customize the Korean-style hot dogs with whatever kinds of sauces. But we just went with the staff recommendation.
We grabbed a spot outside to sit down and try each of them. The one on the right is the mozzarella cheese hot dog, the one in the middle is the chicken nugget hot dog, and the one on the left is the gamsung potato hot dog. I tried the gamsung potato hot dog, which was quite tasty and a little bit messy. Mike had the mozzarella cheese hot dog with teriyaki and spicy mayo sauce, and his bite was a lot messier than mine. but it was delicious.
Wow, everything tasted incredible, didn't it?
Yeah, that's for sure. Montreal sure is beautiful and has lots of amazing food.
Well, as always, we really enjoyed making today's video, and we hope you enjoyed watching it too. If you did, we'd really appreciate it if you would like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications on our future videos. It really does help with the YouTube algorithm, and it helps our channel to grow.
And remember, take time to travel. Catch you on the next one.